Good morning, guys. I hope everybody's having a good day. I just finished installing this Maxton design spoiler add-on, and it looks really good. Installation for say is very straightforward. It's simply just a double stick and apply. But in my opinion, here's where things get tricky. It does not contour to the spoiler perfectly. If you was just to lay it down on there, you'll see generally there's a gap like right here in it. So what I did first is I marked the sides off with tape right here, just to get a general idea of where I wanted this, the lip to sit. I did that on both sides. I just took some blue tape and I put it on there where I wanted it to sit, where I knew it was going to, its final living place, and commenced to heat it and try to mold it on there the best I can. And it worked. I would highly recommend you just not taking it right out of the box and trying to stick it on there. It's not going to look that good. You're not going to be happy with it. And I did see a video, I think it was the Goose guy or something on there, and he was having some issues with fitment. And I do believe it was for those reasons. So I extensively heated these edges here, this contour here, to get it pliable. Now be careful, if you're not familiar with using a heat gun, you will burn up the finish on the add-on. So just be really careful. But I think heating that part is an absolute necessity to get it on there to make it look like that. But it's even on both sides. It's laying pretty tight to the spoiler. And obviously there's a mild gap all the way around it, and it's going to have that because it's double stick taped. I contemplated on possibly riveting it onto the car. It's kind of that mechanical look, and if I ever have an issue with it in the future, I will do so, but I don't feel I will. I'll just kind of show you the profile of the back of it right there, what it looks like on the car. I think it looks really good for the money. I think they're about $160. I think I paid $157 for it or something like that on Amazon. And I got it in 2 days or something like that. So you don't have to order this one from the UK. But yeah, general fitment is pretty good. But again, heat these edges up real good. Heat them up, and you'll see it when you're starting to heat it with a heat gun. You'll see the plastic starting to relax and conforming to it. So I first put it on there, like I said, generally, and taped it on there, and just started heating it. And you can see it starting to rest into place and starting molding into the factory, the spoiler. So if you do not have a heat gun, I would not recommend you installing this on your car yourself. I think it makes a world of difference on getting it to contour to the back of that spoiler correctly, thus making the installation of the job, I guess, look more professional, look like it's supposed to be there. Did come with a Maxton design emblem right there on it. I think it's a neat little added touch, like a little gel badge. So for 170 bucks or 160 bucks, whatever it was, give it a thumbs up. All right, round two on the spoiler cap installation. I installed the spoiler a little while ago, earlier this morning. It looked good. Everything was lined up. And it started lifting off. And in this bend area here, mostly on this side. It started lifting off on this side right here. And I restuck it, and I realized it's just not going to jive. It's going to keep lifting up. And what I think the problem was, and it's completely my fault, is I've got this car coated in ceramic coating, and I cleaned it with Windex. I cleaned it with the alcohol wipe that's provided, and it just, I just do not think that the double stick tape would adhere to that coating, because it's basically there to keep stuff from sticking to the paint. So common sense will tell you, which I was lack of at the time, that you're not going to get adhesion very well to the surface. So with it continually popping it off, and after I stuck it back on about 5 times, I removed the whole wing. And this time I used a little bit more of a broad 3M tape, and I ran it right up to the edge, whereas this from the factory, or from the Maxton design, didn't tape it right up to the edge. So I taped it right up to the edge, and then I also taped it right to the very point. And the point is what I've read that likes to lift off or hang up off the deal, and it's pretty close to flush now, actually better than it was prior. So it fits even better now. So I took and I lacquer thinnered the spoiler, and this is the way that I taped it off to know that I'm even on both sides. I measured it from the point of this to here on both sides, and that's what you need to do, and it's even on both sides. So for those that may be installing this, if you possibly have any type of paint coating or anything that you may possibly have on your car, remove it, because the 3M tape will not stick to it properly. So I found out the hard way. It took me probably a good 40 minutes to get all the tape off of the little spoiler, to get it ready back to be stuck back on the factory spoiler. So yeah, I think it fits better now. Like I said, I taped it all the way to the edges, so it's rocking and rolling again. So thanks for the views, guys. There it is. She looks sweet for the second time. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe.